Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin' with Web Show right here on HWWS Web TV. I'm GW Pomichter. Hit subscribe for us. Smash the bell. That's what they're all saying. Smash it. Smash the bell. That's right. Come back over and over and over. Every single day we've got an interview with an author, artist, filmmaker, musician, creative mind of some kind right here on the Hangin' with Web Show. And we are right now hanging out with comic creator Marcus Roberts. Now, you guys know Marcus from his work on Mississippi Zombie. I just went blank. There's so much. The list in my head is just scrolling by because Marcus has been an amazingly prolific writer and creator.
Always working behind the scenes.
And you're always working, and you always doing something freelance too. You've always got a project here and a project there.
Definitely.
Getting involved in so many other independent creators' projects.
I am hungry.
Hungry. I like that.
Remember
because all of us in the creative arts we're hungry. No, literally hungry. Because it don't pay a lot, but when we do good, we feel good. So.
Oh, remember in Rocky 3 when Apollo took Rocky to California, took him in the gym, and that scene where he walked in with the other fighters, and he was telling them, look at the look in their eye. These guys are hungry because they want what you have.
That's it.
So I'm always hungry. I'm always working to get there.
And you got to stay hungry. No matter how good you do, how busy you are, you got to stay hungry.
Exactly.
The arts it's do or die, man.
It is.
So let's see. We ran into each other. Oh, we did Facebook Live not long ago. We ran into each other over at Phantasm Orlando.
Right.
And we just kind of bannered live a little bit on Facebook. But before that, it was back here last year. Is that the Florida Comic Con?
Yeah.
So it's been a year since you've been in the chair. So let's catch everybody up, man. What have you been up to?
Well, with Mississippi Zombie, we have been picked up by Caliber Comics.
Wow.
Starting in March, Mississippi Zombie will be published bi-monthly by Caliber Comics.
Fantastic. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
And while I'm mentioning that, I'm going to throw a plug out. We are accepting submission from independent creators that are looking for exposure, looking to be published. If you got a zombie story, talk to me, and we'll see about you and Mississippi Zombie in future issues.
That's fantastic. Wow. So.
And.
Oh boy, he got more. Look at him. He got a big smile now.
This is the big thing.
Oh my. What we got?
Starting with issue 4. I am going to be the new writer for the Leave on the Light series, published by Antarctic Press.
Dude, all right.
Hungry,
That's
man.
What I'm talking
hungry.
about. This is it. The creative art, like I say, it's do or die. It's all about getting it done, man.
It is.
And you are out there hungry, chasing it, and it's awesome to see. From last year we first sat down and talked, and you were getting going.
Yeah, when I came last year, a year ago in this seat, I had one book. Now, what I didn't know at the time, because of the time of the year, the convention, but that book went on to be nominated for an award. That one book, but I put my all into it. I knew when I published it that I had something on my hands.
Yeah.
But from that point, anything that I could write on, I started writing on it.
That's awesome.
I have other projects that's coming out this year later with Advent Comics.
Marcus Roberts, ladies and gentlemen, he is out. This name you are going to see, because he's going to make sure of it.
Exactly.
Because you have been doing so much awesome stuff, though. When we sat down at Phantasm, and you were just moving and shaking and working on projects with Jeff Carroll, and that was just you have to be everywhere. You really do, and you're living it, man.
I'm not ashamed to say next month is my birthday. I'll be 55 years old. At my age.
Outstanding. That's right. 55 is the new 35, by the way.
It's the new 35.
Because,
remember that.
Us old guys, we're out there.
That's right.
We're out and we're working and
don't sleep on us.
No.
Age does not mean anything. It's all about energy. It's all about creativity. You never lose creativity. I might have lost a step running on the football field, but my creative energy is still churning like I was an 18-year-old.
You know, because you're more inspired now.
Yeah.
And the knowledge that you've gained and the wisdom that you've gained along the way, it drives you to the next level.
It does.
You know, a lot of people think that pragmatism comes in and shuts you down, but it doesn't. It charges you.
It sure does.
You know, because you think to yourself, you know, when I was 25, I had forever to make it.
Yeah.
And at 50, I better get going.
Yeah, I just got the 4.
That's it. We're gonna push it.
I got forever at 25, but I just got the 4.
I just got 4 now, right? Yeah. So it's amazing. So, okay, so let's kind of go down the list. We want to remind everybody we have Mississippi Zombie. Let's just go down the list here. These are all the places you can see Marcus Roberts' name.
All right, with Mississippi Zombie.
Yep.
Through Caliber Comics, that'll be coming out in March.
Okay.
The Leave on the Light series, starting with issue 4. Issue 3 should come out in March, maybe the end of March as well. So look for the Leave on the Light series written by me to start somewhere after the summer, somewhere in the fall. We'll start taking over with me.
That's awesome.
With Advent Comics, I have a story coming out through their Black Star line. I believe it's going to be issue 5 or 6. And they're just publishing issue 4 now, so that would be later on in the year, maybe the beginning of next year.
That's fantastic. You got a lot going on, man.
Have to stay busy.
That man, this is a man doesn't just say it, he lives it. So you do have to stay busy. How's con life been, man? You've been making a tour.
Yeah,
making the rounds now. When we talked last year, you were kind of putting your feet in the pool. We haven't yet dove in yet and become really part of con culture. Well, but I see you around now, man. You're in it.
I feel totally immersed because
that's a good word, immersed.
What I went through last year and gaining the experience, I loved every minute of it. I mean, I don't have a horror story, period.
That's awesome though, and it is rare because it you know, people get into convention culture and you got your really up days, and then you got your not so up days, right? I mean, I know, y'all don't know this because here we just have a lot of fun, but there's a lot of work going into getting this up, and I will tell you the number of shows that I have lost my mind by 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Just trying to get everything going, right?
Yeah.
And then by noon I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to go. But it is, and so how the fans, the interactions with the fans now, as you gain fans and momentum and readers.
Well, I think it was very humbling and shocking. The first time someone came to my table and said, "I'm following your page, and I know you're going to be here, and I came to buy your book."
All right, now let me ask you, because I know what mine was like. So I'm going to ask you. That first time you're out there tabling, you got some comics out, you got some work on the table, and somebody comes up, not to your table to get your book, but already carrying it, and says to you, "Can you sign this for me?"
Oh yeah.
What is? Tell me what your experience was.
Even now thinking about it, I have goosebumps. I have chill bumps because it's like somebody's coming to see me. Not a bill collector. It's not my mama. It's somebody that has bought my book and is coming to see me. And I mean, it's one of those things. Like as soon as it happened, you got to step away from the table.
I stopped the show.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of doing an interview the first time, and Dina was working the table, and she said she was holding up the Sharpie, and I was kind of back here. I was like doing this, kind of like don't after I get done, right? And then Sage put up on the card for me that she didn't buy the books here, she brought them here. Yeah. And I said, "That's it. Stop the show." Because that is the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. They actually came here with books in hand to get them signed. I had never had that happen before. the first time it happened. You'll never forget it.
Never
in your mind.
forget it.
The first time somebody comes up and says, "Hey, Marcus, can you sign this for me?" And you're just like, "You want?" Is it a check? Because I don't sign checks.
Like I said, it wasn't a relative or anything. It wasn't Matt who stalks me. That's my partner.
We gotta watch Matt.
I gotta watch
keep our
Matt.
eye on Matt.
That's my boy, Matt.
That's it.
But it was someone who, like I said, they purchased my book and didn't get it from me. They purchased it from a website.
That's right.
And they took the time to come out. So yeah, that was one of those moments where I had to step away from the table. Like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. And then you're shaking when you sign it because it's just an unbelievable feeling.
Great moment. Great moment. I hope it's true that we never forget that first one because it's magic. It really is. Guys, that's the shut up card. She does that every single time we sit down, man. Guys, we want to thank our partners and our friends. Thank you so much to Famous Faces and Bunnies, our great friend Josh Bauer at J. Bauer Art for all the art that's on the set this weekend. Thank you so much for that. Thank you to Hearts Helping Others of Central Florida, Space Coast Comics and Space Coast Comic-Con, Brevard Film and Talent for helping us grow. Thank you to Mommy and G Creations for our merch. You can check out the link for Mommy and G Creations down below and get your Hangin' With Web Show or Cosplay Michael merch. Thank you to NSC Live TV. These are great guys, man. They are helping to spread that auction movement from comic shops so that we can get more indie comics out there on the web. So they're doing the auction stuff. Yeah. So thank you very much to our friends at Ink Fusion Magazine and Entertainment Inc. for our good friend Harry here. We were looking for something to put on the set, and our neighbors over at Ink Fusion Magazine lent us that for the day. So thank you to them. Thank you for logging on and tuning in. We've been hanging out with comic creator Marcus Roberts. You will be seeing him in a comic shop somewhere really soon. So stay tuned in and stay logged on. Hit the links below. See who we're hanging with next. Awesome. Thank you, Marcus. Man, that is awesome.
You're welcome.
That's awesome news, man.
I've been working.